Okay, I said you about working with the sets. So in the sets we have seen, like how can you perform mathematical set operations? So we have seen union and intersection. So there are other operators also. So these are other operators. So these are other operators of this set. So what are the other operators are? Now difference is there. So there is an operation called difference. So there is an operation called difference. Return a new set with elements in the set that are not in the others. So return a new set with elements in the set that are not in the others. So that is done by using difference. So what is the difference here is, so what is the difference? Now assume that there are two sets here. So this is one set which is having some values here. Okay, there is another set which is having some more values. Now C equal to A dot difference. A dot difference. What is that here? B. So when you print A, B, and there's one more which is called as C. Now this is a set A and this is a set B. And the difference between A and B is what here? 40 and 50. Now this difference you can do it by using an operator called minus. So D equal to A minus B. You are trying to print A and B and one more is what? D. So this you can call it as what here? Difference. So return a new set with elements in the set that are not in the others. Return a new set with the elements in the set that are not in the others. So that is written by using minus. Okay, that is written by using minus here. So you can also use minus in the place of difference. You can also use a minus in the place of difference here. Now, if you see, now let us see any problem is there for a difference. So just open hacker strength, right? And this is Python and select the sets related problems. So there is a problem, suppose difference. So this is a problem related with the difference. Now you can see A minus B. So the tool difference returns a set with all elements from the set that are not in an iterable. Sometimes minus operator is used in place of the difference tool, but it only operates on the set of elements in the set. And set is immutable to the difference operation. Set is immutable to which operation? Difference operation. The tool difference returns a set with all elements from the set that are not in an iterable. Sometimes minus operator is used in place of the difference tool, but it only operates on the set of elements in the set. Now set is immutable to the difference operation. Okay. Now this is how it is. Again, if you see this task here, now students of district college have a subscription to English and French newspapers. Again, similar problem. Students of district college have the subscription to the English and French newspaper. Some students have subscribed to only the English newspaper. Some have subscribed to the French newspaper, and some have subscribed to the both the newspapers. You are given two sets of student roll numbers. One set has subscribed to the English newspaper, and one set has subscribed to what French newspaper. Your task is to find the total number of students who have subscribed to only English newspaper. Now, if you do English minus French, if you do English minus French, then you'll get only the students, those who are subscribed to which one? English newspaper. So that is difference. You have to apply which one? Difference. Now your task is to find the total number of students who have subscribed to only English newspaper. Now you have to remove French newspaper students from English. Now that can be done by using difference task. Now input format. What is input format? The first line contains the number of students who have subscribed to the English newspaper. So yeah, the first line contains the first line contains the number of students who have subscribed to the English newspaper. The second line contains a space separated list of roll numbers who have subscribed to the English newspaper. The third line contains the number of students who have subscribed to the French newspaper. The fourth line contains the space separated list of student roll numbers who have subscribed to what? French newspaper. So what you have to do? You have to read the number of students subscribed for English, number of students subscribed for French. Now, there is only one student who is subscribed for which one? English. So the roll numbers of students who have only English newspaper subscription are 4, 5, 7, and 9. Hence, the total number of students are how many? 4. So what you have to do is, the logic is very simple. First, input the n value. N is nothing but number of subscriptions for English newspaper. N is nothing but number of subscriptions for English newspaper. And then you have to read the values of English newspaper. Now set equal to set of map of integer comma input dot what is that? Split. So you try to input the values, and all these values you are trying to split into number of values and convert those values into integer and store inside what? Set. Then M is nothing but number of students who subscribed for which one? French newspaper. Set 2 equal to set of, again map of integer comma input dot, what is this here? Split. So this is nothing but number of students who subscribed for which one? French. So N is nothing but number of students subscribed for English. Okay, M is nothing but number of students subscribed for which one? French. Now I am writing set 3 equal to set 1 minus set 2. So minus is nothing but here difference. So I try to remove the elements of set 2 from what? Set 1. Then you'll get only the subscriptions for English. Then I have to print the length because it said to find the total number of students. So print the length of set 3. So length is nothing but it will return the count. How many students are subscribed for which one? English, right? So I read n value and read the elements of set, and I read the n value, m value and read the elements of set, and set 1 minus set 2. Then after that, I print which one? Length. So just run the code here. Okay. Then what you can do is submit the code, right? Okay, now this is a solution for this problem here. See here, what we are doing is, first you are reading n value. N is nothing but total number of subscriptions for English, and read the elements of, read the roll numbers of English. Okay, read the roll numbers of which one here? English. Read the roll numbers of English. Set of map integer comma input dot split. So you are reading the students subscriptions for English, and then read the value of M subscriptions for which one? French. Then English minus what here? French. Then you'll get only the students who have subscription for which one? English. In the same way, now this is a solution for it. The next one, what you have is a symmetric difference. So return, so what is a symmetric difference is, return a new set with elements in either the set or other, but not both. Okay, return a new set with the elements in the either set or other, but not both, right? So you can also use the operator called cap. You can use an operator called which one? Cap. Cap symbol also you can use it. So cap symbol also you can use it. Now suppose A is there. A is one set. And I said here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And B is another set, which is having 1, 2, 3, and 6 and 7. Now C equal to A dot. A dot. What is it here? Symmetric difference. And what is it here? B. So this is a A set. This is a A set, which is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is a B set, which is having 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7. And this is a C set, which contain the elements from A and B. Now you can see 4, 5, 4, 5, and 6 and 7. Okay, it returns. Now return a new set with the elements in either the set or other, but not in both. So these elements are there in both the sets, but it returns only the elements exist in set A and set B, but not exist in both the sets. Okay. Now that you can call it as symmetric difference. That is called as which one here? Symmetric difference. Just try to see this another problem here. Sets only. Now this is symmetric difference. Okay, this is a symmetric difference here. So what is the problem? Definition here is, now just here, now if you see symmetric difference, now here task is given two sets of integer m and n, given two sets of integers m and n, print their symmetric difference in ascending order. But actually set is ordered or unordered? Unordered. But it's saying that print the elements in which order? Ascending order. Then what you have to do is, you have to convert this set into what? List. If you want to make in order, ascending order or descending order, you have to convert this set into what? List. You have to convert set into list. Now given two set of integers m and n, print their symmetric difference in which order? Ascending order. The term symmetric difference indicates those values that exist in either m or n but do not exist in both. Either m or n but do not exist in what? Both. That you call it as what? Symmetric difference. Okay. So the first line of input contains an integer m. The second line contains m space separated integers. The third line contains an integer n. Okay, the third line contains an integer n. The fourth line contains n spaces separated integers. Now the first line of input contains an integer m. The second line contains m spaces separated integers. The third line contains an integer n. The fourth line contains n spaces separated what? Integers. See here. So first you input 4. Now you have to read how many values? 4 values. Second, again you enter 4. Now you have to read how many values? 4 values. Now that is A, symmetric difference B. So that is nothing but it will written 5, 9, 11, 12. But you have to display this in which order? Ascending order, because set is not ordered collection, but it is what? Unordered. Then if you want to display the elements of set in ascending order, you have to convert this set into what? List. And list is having a method called sort. So where you can sort the elements in ascending order or in descending order, right? So first you have to read. So first you have to read m value. M is nothing but number of elements in integer of input. So number of elements in set 1, that is nothing but some A set. Okay, set of map of integer comma input dot what is that? Split. Now this is reading elements of A set. Then n equal to integer of input. Now this is reading the elements of B set. So there is a first set and this is what here? Second set. So after reading the elements of A set and B set, you are saying C equal to A dot. A dot, what is that? Symmetric difference of which one here? B. So you'll get the symmetric difference of A and B, and the result is in what? C. But you have to display these elements in which order? Ascending order. Then convert this. I'm saying D equal to list of C. D equal to list of C. Okay, I converted set into what here? List. I converted set into list, and then I'm saying D dot sort. D dot sort. Now this is sorting elements. Sorting the elements, and after sorting, I try to display all the values. For value in D and print the value. For value in D and print what here? Values. Now once you run this, now input 4 and 2459, input 4 2, 4, 11, 12. And after that 5, 9. Okay, 11 and what is that? 12. So the elements are in which order here? Ascending. Elements are in which order here? Ascending order. Elements are in which order here? Ascending order, right? So this is one simple example here. So all these are immutable operations. Okay, all these are which operations here? Immutable operations. So there is a mutable operations. There is also mutable operations. So what are the mutable operations is? Okay, these are mutable operations. These are mutable operations. The following table lists operations available for set that do not apply to immutable instances of frozen set. Okay, now if you see this one, right? The following table lists operations available for set that do not apply to immutable instances of which one? Frozen set. Okay, so we have seen already add method and remove method, right? We have seen already add method. So add is a method which is used for adding how many values? Only one value. Add is used for adding only one element. But if you want to add more than one element, then you can go for which one? Update. So it is similar to union, but union will return the elements from set 1 as well as set 2. But update, what will it do? It will return the elements. It will return the elements from A and B, but after returning, it will update which set? A set. Suppose if I am saying A update B, A union B, it returns elements from A and B. But where it will return the elements in another set. But if I'm saying A update B, it will return the elements from A and B. But the result is updated in which one? A set. So update the set adding elements from all others. All others means other sets. Means if you want to add the elements from other set, if you want to add the elements from other set, you are trying to use a method called which one? Update. If you want to add the elements from other set, you are trying to use a method called which one? Update. So update the set adding elements from all others. Update the set adding elements from all others. So that is done by using a method called what? Update. So intersection update, difference update, and one more is symmetric difference update. See, intersection update, intersection only, but it is doing which operation? Update operation. It is a difference only, but it is doing which operation? Update. Update means it will try to do the changes in first set. It will try to store the result in which set? First set, rather than returning result into what? New set. Rather than returning result into the new set, the changes are done in the first set. Okay, rather than doing the changes in the new set, the changes will be done in the first set. For example, there is a A. A is one set. So which is again having the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there is a B, which is another set having the elements like 1, 2, 3, and 6 and 7. Right? Okay. Now I'm trying to say A dot update. A dot update, what is that? B. If I'm saying A dot update B, it will update set A by adding the elements of which one? B. But is it set allows duplicates? No. So what will happen? It will add how many elements? Two elements, that is 6, and one more is a 7. But if I'm trying to write print A, so A is having the elements like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7. Suppose there is a set 1 having 1, 2, 3, and there is a set 2 having 1, 2, 4. And if I'm writing S1 dot union, if I'm writing S1 dot union S2, if I'm writing S1 dot union S2, it will return the elements from set 1 as well as what? Set 2. So how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, and 4. But is it do any changes in set 1? No. But update, what it will do? It is doing union only. Update also doing which one? Union. But it is mutable to which one? Set 1. But union is immutable, but update is what? Mutable. The result is updated in what here? A set. The result is updated in which one? A set. Now, for example, if I'm writing S1 equal to S1 dot union S2. So what it is doing? It is trying to apply which operation? Union. After applying the union, the result of S1 union S2 is updated in what? S1. The result again you are assigning to what? S1. Instead of writing this, what you can do? You can simply use a method called what? Update. Instead of writing S1 dot union S2, S1 equal to S1 dot union S2, you can simply write S1 dot update what? S2. Because update is also doing which operation? Union. But union is immutable. The changes will not be done in set 1. So if you want to do the changes in set 1, you have to assign the result to a variable called S1. But here you are directly saying A dot update B. After applying union, update is nothing but union only. But after applying union, the result is updated in what? A. Now that is the difference between the update and union here. Now you can see S1 is having 1, 2, 3, and 4. How many values are there? 4 values are there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you want to add more than one element, you can add more than one element by using a method called which one? Update. Or you can say update the set by applying which operation? Union operation. Update the set. Update the set by applying which operation? Union operation. So there is one more updation which is called as intersection update. Same thing. Update the set keeping only elements found in it and all others. Okay, update the set keeping only elements found in it and all others. That is done by using which one? Intersection update. Just see any programs are there on this. Okay, so update the set keeping only elements found in it and all others. That is done by using intersection update. Update the set keeping only elements found in it and all others. That is done using intersection update. And there is one more which is called as a difference update. And there is one more which is called as a symmetric difference update. Okay, intersection update, difference update, and one more is symmetric difference update. So update the set keeping only elements found in it and all others. And difference update the set removing elements found in others. And update the set keeping only elements found in either set but not in both. See, only the difference is what here? Update. Okay, yes. If you see this intersection update, again I have to take. Now suppose assume that again I'm taking some Python students. Okay, Python students are there. So these are the students doing the Python course. And these are the students doing which course here? Java course. Okay, now there is a two set of students. Okay, now that is again Naresh, Kishore and Raman, right? So I want to keep only the students in Python doing only which course here? Python. Suppose I want to update the Python students. I want to update which set here? Python students set with the students, those who are doing Python and Java. Okay, the students, those who are doing Python and what? Java. So how many students are doing Python and Java here? Naresh. Only one student, right? How many students are doing here? One student. Suppose if I'm writing Python students, dot intersection, Python student dot intersection Java students, I'll get the students those who are doing Python as well as what? Java. How many students are doing Python and Java here? Only one student. But this intersection will return one new set. Intersection returns one new set. And this is a set having how many students? Only one student. This is a set having how many students? Only one student. And what is that student here? Naresh. But suppose if you want the changes to be done, now suppose I'm writing a Python students. I'm saying a Python students dot. If I'm writing intersection difference, Python students dot intersection difference, intersection update of which one? Java students. It means the result of intersection is updated in what? Python set. The result of intersection is updated in what? Python set. Now if you are trying to say Python set, Python students having only the students doing Python and Java. Python set is having only the students doing Python and Java. How many students are doing Python and Java? Only one student. So it is intersection only, but it is also doing which operation? Update operation. It is intersection only, but doing which operation here? Update operation. The result is updated in which set here? First set. The result is updated in which set here? First set. So that is done by using intersection update. And if you want to delete more than one element, then you can go for difference update. If you want to delete more than one element, so that is nothing but difference, right? So update the set removing elements found in what? Others. That is generally you'll say A minus B. Okay, A minus B. Assume that A is one set and B is what? Another set. A minus B returns the elements found in A, but not found in which one? B. Getting or not? Okay, so update the set removing elements found in what? Others. It is a difference only, but you are trying to perform the operation called update. Suppose set is having some 5 elements, A is having 5 elements, and B is having 1, 2, 3, and 6 and 7. If I'm saying A dot, what is that? Difference. A dot difference B. Now this will return the result in new set. What is the difference between A and B? 4, 5. So A minus B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 is what? 4, 5. But here the result is written in what? New set. The result is written in new set, but I don't want the result should be written in what? New set. I want the result to be updated in what? A set. Then I'll say A dot. What is that? Difference update. A dot difference update. What is that here? B. So what will happen? It will remove all the elements from A. Difference update means it will remove all the elements from A which are found in which one? B. Okay. Then just to see here, this is A having only 4 and 5. Means it will remove all the elements. It will remove all the elements which are found in which one? B from which one? A. It will remove all the elements from A which are found in what? B. What are the elements found in B? 1, 2, 3. And these elements are removed from which one? A. And the remaining elements are how many? 2 elements. One is 4 and one more is a 5. Remaining how many elements are there? 2 elements. The first one is 4 and second one is a 5. Now there is a symmetric difference update. Update the set, keeping only elements found in either set, but not in both. Okay, update the set, keeping only the elements found in either set, but not in both. Not in both. So update the set, keeping only elements found in either set, but not in both. Update the set, keeping only elements found in either set, but not in both. That is done by using which one here? Symmetric difference update. Yes. Now it is a symmetric difference only, but it is trying to do which operation? Update operation. There is a set and there is a B set. Yes. And I'm trying to say A dot symmetric difference update. What is that here? B. Then I try to print A. So in A set, you find only the elements. In A set, you find only the elements which are found in A, which are not found in A or B. Now that is how many elements are there? 4, 5 and 6 and 7. Says, let's see this problem definition here again. So if you see this problem definition again, see the problem definition here. So intersection update, difference update, symmetric difference update. Okay, all these are operations here. Okay, now the task is like this. You are given a set A and n number of other sets. You are given set A and n number of what? Other sets. This n number of sets have to perform some specific mutation operation on set A. See here, try to understand the problem definition. Try to understand the problem definition here. You are given a set A and n number of other sets. Your task is like this. You are given a set A and n number of other sets. This n number of sets have to perform some specific mutation operation on set A. Your task is to execute those operations and print the sum of elements from set A. After performing this n number of set operations, you have to print the sum of elements of which one? Set A. So the first line contains the number of elements in set A. The second line contains the space separated list of elements in set A. And the third line contains an integer n. It's nothing but number of other sets. The next 2 into n lines are divided into n parts containing 2 lines each. The first line of each part contains the space separated entries of the operation name and the length of the set. The second line of each part contains the space separated list of elements in the set. For example, 16. In A set, you are trying to input how many values? 16 values. Now this is assumed that A set. On this A set, you are performing how many operations? On A set, you are performing how many operations? How many operations you are performing? N operations. Suppose 4. 4 is nothing but operations. How many updation operations you are doing? 4 updation operations. What is the first one? Intersection update. And then read the elements and perform which operation? Intersection update on A. And then update 2. Now next you are performing which operation? Update operation on set A. And then you are performing which operation? Symmetric difference update operation on set A. Then next you are performing which operation? Difference update operation on set A. After performing these 4 operations on set A, the remaining elements are there in set A or not? Yes. You have to print the sum of those elements. Sum of those elements. And what is the sum it is printed here? 38. Okay. So first, just try to understand this. The task is you are given a set A and n number of other sets. You are given A set and n number of other sets. You are given set A and n number of other sets. This n number of sets have to perform some specific mutation operations on which one? Set A. Set A. Now your task is to execute those operations and print the sum of elements from set A. Now read first. First read which one? Elements in which one? A. So the first line contains the number of elements in set A. Number of elements in set A. Now first line contain number of elements in set A. Suppose m equal to integer of input. This is nothing but number of elements in what? Set A. Then you have to read this many number of elements in set A. A equal to set of map integer comma input dot what is that here? Split. Input dot split. Now this is how you are reading elements. M equal to integer of input, A equal to set of map of integer comma input dot what? Split. You are reading values and you are trying to split these values, converting into integer and stored into what? Set. Now these are the elements in what? A set. Then on this A set, you have to perform how many operations? N operations. N operations. So I have to read the value of N. Integer of input. How many operations you want to do it? Suppose if N value is 5, then you have to perform how many updation operations? 5. If N value is a 10, you have to perform how many operations? 10 operations. Then you have to repeat this. How many times? These operations have been repeated how many times? N times. For I in range of N, for I in range of N, This range of n will generate, suppose if n value is 4, then range will generate how many values? 4 values. Then this for loop is execute how many times? 4 times. Then each time you have to read, what? Operation. Each time you have to read what? Operation as well as what? Number of elements, and you have to read the number of elements in that set. Now you are doing which operation? Intersection update. You are doing which operation? Intersection update on which set? A set. But you have to read intersection update. You are reading how many elements into the new set? 10 elements. Okay, assume that this is a B set. Now you are saying A dot intersection update what here? B set. A dot intersection update which set here? B set. You are doing how many operations on A set? N number of operations on A set. Which operations you are doing? Update operations, intersection update, update, symmetric difference update, and difference update. Now you try to enter the operation and number of elements and read the number of elements into the set and perform this operation intersection update on which set here? A set. So for that, first what you are doing, you are trying to read the operation which you want to perform, which is nothing but command or not. Yes, I'm saying command equal to input dot what is this here? Split. Input dot split is nothing but, for example, if I enter update, what is my command? Update. And I want to read the set with how many values? 5 values. And that set you are updating with what? A. That set you are updating with what? A. So what is the update here? Operation. What is 5 here? N number of elements you are reading inside what? Set to perform which operation? Update operation. For doing updation, how many? See, for doing any operation, you require how many sets? 2 sets. Already we read which set? A set. Then you have to read one more set to perform which operation? Update. And in that set, you are reading how many values? 5 values. So I said here input dot split. Now you try to split this into how many? 2. You try to split this into 2, right? When you split this into a 2, what is the first value in the list? Update. What is the second value in the list? 5. Now 5 is nothing but number of elements in B set. And what is the operation you are doing? Update operation. You will try to write like this. If command of 0, see here, if command of 0 equal to what? If command of 0 equal to what? Update. If command of 0 equal to update. But before updating, you have to read the elements of which one? B set. You have to read the elements of which set? B set. You are saying integer set of, okay, map of integer comma input dot, what is that? Split. Now you have to read how many values? You have to read how many values here? So integer of, okay, CMD of which one? 1. CMD of 1 is nothing but 5. After splitting, you are reading how many values? 5 values, and you are storing in which set? B set. You are splitting. After splitting, you are reading how many values into the set? 5 values, and you are trying to store in which set? B set. After that, you are performing operations like A dot update. Which one? B. If command of 1, if command of 0 equal to which one? Symmetric. What is the differences here? First one is update. What is the second one? Intersection update. What is the second one here? Intersection update. Update. And second one is intersection update. And A dot intersection update. A dot intersection update. Intersection update. What is that value? B. If command of 0 equal to what is that? Difference update. If the command is difference update, if the command is difference update, if the command is difference update, A dot difference update. What is that here? B. If command of 0 equal to symmetric difference update, symmetric difference update, symmetric difference update, then A dot symmetric difference update B. A dot symmetric difference update B. See here. How many operations you are doing on the set A? How many operations you are doing on the set A? N operations. If the operation is update, it will do update operation on A. If operation is intersection update, it will do intersection update operation on A. If operation is difference update, it will do difference update operation on what? A. If the operation is symmetric difference update, it will do symmetric difference update operation on which one? A. Okay, now these are number of operations you are doing it, right? Then next is you have to print what? Sum. After doing all these operations, you have to print sum of A. See here, suppose, okay, suppose I'll try to input. For example, I try to input the command as a, what is the command I input here? Intersection update. Intersection update 2. What is the name of the operation I'm doing? Intersection update. What is this 2 here? What is the 2 here? Size of the B set. Size of the B set. Means you are reading how many elements into the B set here? 2 elements. And then if it is it command of 0? Is it command of 0 is update or intersection update? Intersection update. So this condition become what? False. Then it will check the second condition. What is the command of 0? Intersection update. You are saying A dot intersection update what? B. So how many values you read in B set here? 2 values. Then you are saying A dot intersection update what? B. Just run the code here. There is some error. Command of 1. Integer of CMD of 1. List out of range. Input dot split. Line number 7. Map integer comma input dot split. Oh, this is slicing, right? So we have to take only this many number of elements. So after splitting it, we are doing which operation here? Slice. Slice means we are reading only this many number of elements. Okay, run the code. Yes. Now you can see update, intersection update. And after that, what is the total here? 38. So you are reading the values. So you are reading the values. For example, I enter the values, some 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. But actually your intersection update is what? 2 only. But I try to input how many values in B set? How many values I enter in B set? 6 values. But what is the size of B set? 2. Then from this list, I have to take how many values? From this list, I have to take how many values? 2 values. For that you are doing which operation here? Slicing. For that you are doing which operation here? Slicing. Now command of 1. Command of 1 is nothing but what here? 2. So from this list you are taking how many values? Only 2 values, and those 2 values are converted into which type? Set type. You are converting list into which type again? Set type. Okay. Yes, just try to understand this code here. Map, input, split, I said in the beginning. Okay, just go through it so that you can understand what exactly we are doing in this problem, right? So this is a problem definition. Definition is there at that place, right? And this is a solution for the given problem here. Now there is a set examine methods are there. Set examine methods. Now you can try to examine the methods. Set examine methods are there. Now there is a method called is disjoint testing. Okay, testing. Membership testing or testing the sets. Now is a disjoint set, is a subset, and one more is a superset. Now there are some operations here. There are some operations like now is a disjoint set, is a subset, and one more is a superset. Is a disjoint set, is a disjoint set, and is a what is another one is a subset, and there is one more which is called as is a superset. Return true if the set has no elements in common with other, and sets are disjoint if and only if their intersection is what? Empty set. Is a subset, is a subset. Okay, is a subset. Now test whether every element, okay, test whether every element yeah, test whether every element in the set in what? Other. Now is a superset is there, is a superset. Now test whether every element in other is in the set. Every element in other is in the set. That is called as is a superset. So test whether every element in other is in the set. Now you can see these are test examine methods. Is a disjoint set, is a subset, and is a superset. Now return true if the set has no elements in common with what? Others. Now sets are called as a disjoint set if their intersection is what? Empty. Sets are called as disjoint sets if the intersection of both the sets are what? Empty, right? So return true if the sets has no elements in common with others. Sets are disjoint if and only if their intersection is what here? Empty set. Empty set. If their intersection is what here? Empty. Now suppose 10, 20, 30, and this is some 40, 50, and 60, and A is a disjoint. E is a disjoint. Okay, A is disjoint of, okay, disjoint of which one here? B. Now it is written true because there's no elements which are common, right? So A is disjoint. A is disjoint of which one? B, because there's no elements in what? Common. Okay. Now suppose there is a C which is 10. So 10, 20, and 40. And A is disjoint. A is disjoint of which one? C. Now in this case it is written false because there is a common elements, right? That is 10 and 20. So when you can call the set is a disjoint set is if the intersection of both the sets are what? Empty. Intersection of both the sets are empty. Then you are saying that set is which set? Disjoint set. Let us see any problem of disjoint here. subset is there. Okay. Okay, E is a subset. There is a method called which one? E is a subset. Now test whether every element in the set in other. Test whether every element is set in what? Other. Every element is set in other. Then it returns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And A dot E is a subset. A is a subset of B. Now it is written true. Okay, because every element of A is exist in what here? B, right? So what it is written here? True. Now you can also use less than or equal to symbol also. In the place of E is a subset operator, you can use less than or equal. Now E is a superset. Test whether every element in other is in the set. Every element in other is in the set. If I'm writing B, now if I'm writing A dot E is a superset. Okay, A dot E is a superset of B. So every element of other is nothing but B. Every element of B is exist in A? No. There is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but not 6, 7, 8. So what it returns here? False. But if I'm writing B dot E is a superset, E is a superset of which one? A. Now every element of A is there in B? Yes. So in this case, what it is written? True. Okay. So if you want to know is this set is a superset or what? Subset or disjoint sets, you can find it like greater than or equal to less than or equal to greater than or equal to less than or equal to, and this is there's no operator. You have to do it by using a method called which one? Is disjoint is a method, and this can be done by using less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. Now see here, check subset. Now this is check whether a given set is a subset or not. Now your task is here, you are given two sets A and B. You are given two sets A and what? B. You are given two sets A and B. Now your job is to find whether set A is a subset of which one? B. You are given two sets A and B. You are given two sets. One is A and one more is what? B. Two sets are given. First set is A and second set is what? B. Okay, now just try to see this one. You are given two sets. One is A and B. Now your job is to find whether set A is a subset of which one? B. Okay, if set A is a subset of B, print what? True. If set A is not a subset of B, print what? False. Now input format is the first line contains a number of test cases. The first line contains a number of test cases. Number of test cases, that is T. Now T is nothing but number of test cases. The first line of each test case contains the number of elements in set A. The second line of each test case contains the space separated elements of set A. The third line of each test case contains the number of elements in set B. The fourth line of each test case contains the space separated elements of set B, right? So the first line contains the number of test cases, that is T. The first line of each test case contains the number of elements in set A. The second line of each test case contains the space separated elements in set A. The third line of each test case contains the number of elements in set B, and the fourth line of each test case contains the space separated elements in. Yes, first you have to read number of test cases. So that is nothing but T is equal to integer of input. This is nothing but number of test cases. Means how many times you are testing it. That value is called as which one here? T. That is number of test cases. Now for in range of which one here? T. For in range of T is nothing but number of test cases. For in range of T is nothing but number of test cases. Now you have to input the elements in. Before reading that, the first line of each test case contains the number of elements in set A. I am reading the value of n. This is number of elements in set A, and then read the elements of set A. So map of integer input dot what? Split. Now this values you are converting into which one? Set. Then second one is m equal to integer of input. This is number of elements in set B. Now B equal to set of map integer comma input dot. What is this here? Split. Then you have to check if A dot. What is this? A is a subset of which one? B. If it is, or I can write directly print. If it is subset, it will print true. Otherwise, it will print what? False. A dot subset of B. If it is A is a subset of B, print true. If A is not a subset of B, it will print false. So directly I use which function? Print function. And how many times this loop is executed here? T times. How many times this for loop is executed? T times. That is number of test cases. How many test cases I have given here? 5. Then this loop is executed how many times? 5 times. Okay. So just run the code here. I can see 3. How many times you are testing it here? 3 times. So number of elements in A set. Number of elements in what? B set. Then A is a subset of B is written true. The number of elements in A set and the number of elements in what? B set. A is a subset of B is written what here? False. Okay, right. So you have to do this kind of programs, right? But there is one more problem. You have to practice in Hackers Rank, Code Chef, Lead Code also there. And there is Hackers at all these are learning platforms. All these are learning platforms. You find Hackers set. So this is a hacker set. Okay, but we are just doing in Hackers Rank, but you can also do in Hackers at. This is hacker set practice. So interview preparation, code mock, basic programming, data structures, algorithms, mathematics. The problem related with what? Mathematics. The problems related with mathematics. Okay. So first they'll try to teach you the basic numbers theory, and then the problems related with what? This basic number theory, right? Yes. But you have to learn all this. Then only you can pass the exams. Otherwise, no. Okay. Yes. So this is hackers at the. Now you can also go for Python. So Python, but here all theory will be there. And after that, you can also have a test. So sign up and get free access to 100+ tutorials and which problems? Practice problems. So there is also Lead Code. There is also which one? lead code also there. So there is a lead code. So your practice problems. Now you can see all these are problems. Two sums. Okay, add two numbers. Longest substring without repeating characters. Median of two sorted arrays. Longest palindromic substring. Zigzag conversion. Reverse integer. String to integer. Palindrome number. Regular expression matching. Container with most water. Integer to Roman. Roman to what? Integer. Longest common prefix. Three sum closest. Letter combination of four numbers. For sum, remove nth node from end of the list. Valid parenthesis, merge to sorted list. Generate parenthesis. Yes, all these are. Now first you can start with the simple problems, not at difficult level, but you can go for easy. Now you can just start with the easy, and these are easy problems. Start with the easy. Start with the easy. Now there are so many problems out there. Number of programs, so many pages are there. Some 50 pages are there. And even you can prepare for specific companies like Amazon. Specific company related problems. You have to log in this. Maybe I'll show you tomorrow also. Like how to prepare for this companies related problems, right? So today anyway, I'll stop here, and tomorrow we'll continue with frozen set. I said you set, right? There is another set which is called as frozen set. Okay. So tomorrow we'll continue that. Today we'll stop it here.